How's it going, boys? Rybread here today, and we're going to be starting off with the draft and offseason after we've won back-to-back Stanley Cup championships. Now, I'm going to correct myself. I know I did say I don't know about who has won it. There's actually quite a few teams. Somebody corrected me in the comments. I forgot their name. But I believe Edmonton, Toronto, Detroit, Pittsburgh, and the Islanders, and Montreal have all won back-to-back. But the Buffalo Sabres of the 2020 and the 2021 champions are the first team to do it since the year 2000. So the last team to do it back-to-back was Detroit in 97, 98. I didn't really start getting into the hockey until a few years after that. But we are the first team in this millennium to win back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. And it all starts with the free agency and draft. So let's go ahead and get right into the draft. Now, I don't remember how many picks we have. I don't think I gave up our first. Let's go ahead and check just to double make sure here. And yep, there we go. We've got the 30th overall pick. And I also read some of your comments. You guys wanted me to move Okposo, which I totally agree with. He's old, and I don't think he's going to be performing as well as he has been in previous seasons. And now, he's still got some decent trade value. Now would be the time to move him. I haven't done any pre-scouting or anything. I'm just going to kind of go ahead and look at who's still there. And yeah, look, that's really good trade value. We could even move that in our first and get something like really, really good. Wow, we don't have a ton of picks, but I'd hope you guys wouldn't be upset if I decided to move Okposo in a first for something really good. Now, a team like the Coyotes are a rebuilder, but they wouldn't have any offensive firepower that I would want. The Blackhawks, I mean, we could always go and get like Patrick Kane or something, but then there goes all of our cap space. Come on, there you go. Yeah, see, like we could get one of these guys, but they've got $10.5 million. Jesus, I don't think I could even offer someone $10.5 million if I tried. Contender, hopeful, rebuilder in Detroit. I mean, they want Okposo, so maybe there's a player here. Nah, there's nobody here that I would want. Not really. Jesus, look, did you guys see that? Detroit is so barren. Like, they have absolutely nothing. Is there a rebuilder? Nashville? They don't want Okposo, but maybe they want to give up one of their top-end guys. I don't even know who they have. Yeah, no, defensemen. Of course, they have defensemen. And then there's Philip Scoresberg. Sniper, 2 years left. So he'll have 1 year left after this at $6 million. That's actually a really good contract, and that might actually be a really good deal for us. Let's go ahead and see how he simulates to go ahead here and Philip Forsberg. He puts in about 30 goals. I mean, he had a really good season here, but he's been a 60-point player, so he doesn't get a lot of points. I mean, he's going up and he's growing, but I think he's going to cap off right where he is. So let's go ahead and keep looking, guys. I don't know if I really want to move Okposo a lot, unless I'm going to get a lot, excuse me. I could even settle for a top-end defenseman, or maybe we could look at one of these teams that aren't necessarily, that are maybe a hopeful team, instead of a rebuilder, because right now I'm just scrolling through looking for, they got Leon Draisaitl here in New York. Interesting. I'm just scrolling through teams looking for rebuilders to see just who would be willing to give somebody up. So they want our first-round pick. Do they have anything of value? I don't know who this guy is, but man, he is good. So he's on the last year of his contract. I don't know if I can trade for him because of that, but this kid, I think he's a sniper too. Yeah, Nikolai Goldobin. Oh yeah, I've actually heard that name before. So yeah, look at guys, he's got a 5-star shot and he's got really, really good passing and offensive awareness. So, oh god, yeah, and he put up 73 points on this team. Nikolai Goldobin might be a guy we look for. I think he's ecstatic though, so I don't know if he's supposed to be an 89. We'll go ahead and check that out. He's naturally happy, so he's an 89. Guys, this might be the guy we go ahead and acquire. That's that sniper. We might have to re-sign him, though, and they have the cap space to do it, so I might want to wait until after everyone re-signs. But then we wouldn't have cap space to go out and maybe sign somebody in free agency. So let's go ahead and keep scrolling here. Champion, contender, hopeful, contender. Okay. They probably don't have anything here in Arizona, because this is basically what the draft is going to consist of. They have Wayne Simmons, but he's a little bit older. And he's got a huge contract. I keep thinking, like, I'll go trade for a defenseman like Erik Karlsson in Ottawa. Do they still have him? They still have to have him. He was on the trade block a few years ago, if you guys remember that one. Yeah, there's Erik Karlsson, 92, 31 years of age. He's on the, oh God, Got 6 years left, Jesus, on his contract. So that's a lot of money tied up in just Erik Karlsson for 6 more years. But I mean, guys, like, he is fantastic. How's he been simulating? Has he been dropping off? Well, Ottawa's been consistently getting worse, but no, he's a defenseman that consistently puts up 60-some points. So you know what? I'm actually going to try and flip one of our guys and go ahead and see if... come on. Did it freeze on me? No, okay. I always get worried that in one of these recordings it's going to freeze up on me. So let's go ahead here and throw in a defenseman. We'll go straight up for a defenseman and then we'll take our first. So defenseman, a prospect. Let's go ahead and... Oh, Tyler Myers has a ton of trade value. Interesting. But he's on an expiring contract, so I doubt they'll accept that trade. I'd be more than willing. They want Tyler Myers, so I'd be more than willing to give up Tyler Myers and a first for a guy like Erik Karlsson. Let's go ahead and see if what would this look like? Is this even a possibility? Oh, that's actually a possibility, boys. It might actually go through. Oh, they rejected. Okay, and yeah, they don't want uncertainty, so we could. Oh, damn it! If I could re-sign Tyler Myers, that would be fantastic, but I can't. Right now, and he's probably going to drop off. Because a guy like Cam Fowler is on the roster for 3 more years. So I could give him up, but I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. You know what? If I gave up Jake Bean, and then do they want any of our goalies maybe? Any of our goaltending prospects? There's Graves, or I could give up Flood or Reichs, or this is going to be a lot to give up for Erik Karlsson as far as... and it would limit our flexibility too, which would make me a little bit upset. There's a guy like Zemgus Girgensons we could give up. Is he on an expiring contract? Yes, he is. Unfortunately, he is. A guy like Marcus Foligno. I'll throw him in that trade and see if we can get this one to go through. Let's see here. That's still not enough value. So what if we gave up next year's second? You guys will see me go through this process here of what I do to maybe go ahead and get these guys. They want our third, but oh god, we don't have a second next year either. Or no, is that it? Is it next year? No, next year is 2022. I might have already dished it. Let's go ahead and see if they'll take our 2023 second. I like giving up seconds because first can have a lot of value, and seconds are in that perfect medium range for value. That still looks like it's leaning their way, but I'm going to propose it. Trade rejected. All right, that's fine. We don't need to go get Erik Karlsson. I'd love to move Tyler Myers to. Oh wow, Ottawa's listed as a contender. Did they? Because I saw they were first. That's why I'm talking to Ottawa to try and figure something out. But I saw that they were at the top there of the draft. They're picking number 1 right now. So I didn't know if maybe they wanted a guy like Okposo, or maybe they were a rebuilding team or just a bad team. But it doesn't seem to be that way. There's that guy from. I'm going to go ahead and look at that guy from. The Sharks. God, I can't remember anything. Because he had a really good trade value, and he's that perfect first-line sniper, Goldobin. He's grown really well, and we would probably not have to give him a ton of money, and we could give him the money that was allocated towards Okposo anyway. So we'll throw him on there, see if we can go ahead and get Goldobin. I know they want our first, too, so we'll see how that one works. So let's go ahead and give them Okposo. And then over here, throw in our first-round pick from this year. And come on. There we go. And our first from this year. So Okposo and a first for Goldobin. Let's see. Will it go through? Rejected. Woefully insufficient for what we're asking in return. You know what? We might just have to go ahead and sign somebody. I don't know how much more I would want to give up. You know what? What about... Is Graves? Graves might actually grow. He's got decent potential. But you know what? We do have Matt Murray, so let's go ahead and throw Graves in there too and see if that would help out our... I mean, if we get a guy like Goldobin who is as good as he is, let's see. Come on. Can I click on... I want to check... Oh, God. I can't even look at his... Can't even look at him whatsoever. Trade rejected, but the value is just... you've met, but the value is too far off. So... Looks like I'm going to have to hold on to Okposo, boys, for a little bit anyway. Jesus, they have like, what, 20-some million in cap space over there? God damn. San Jose is not taking on any cap space whatsoever. Is there anything in Winnipeg? I'm going to start looking through more teams now to see if they'd be interested in giving away. Oh, God, Kyle Connor is elite. That is for damn sure. Holy shit. You know what? What about a guy like Patrick Laine? I know they're a hopeful. Yeah. God, it's so hard to make it oh God, he probably puts points up like ridiculous amounts. 67 points, only 67 points. Maybe is that his teammates or his line mates? They don't have a lot here in Edmonton, not Edmonton, Winnipeg. God damn it. I am so out of it, guys. Finals week is coming up, and I am just drained mentally. So, Kyle Connor for Okposo in a first is probably not going to go through, but you know what? Let's go ahead and try it because, you never say never. They could always, maybe want it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we can get something to go through here. Give up. There we go. That's pretty even, but it doesn't seem like it's going to woo him over enough. Trade rejected, but it needs to be, no, it's not anywhere close. So, guys, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get a top sniping winger. We might just be stuck with Okposo until the regular season when everyone signs and re-signs. Like, see here in... you know what? Oh, God, Ovechkin has dropped off significantly. He's making 9.53 for one more year at 87. I mean, I could trade for Ovechkin at the tail end of his career, but he's listed as a second-line forward, and does he still put up points? I mean, he still puts up points, but it's been dropping off. I mean, since in 2 years, he's dropped off by 30 points. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and get the draft underway. If I have to give up some more prospects instead of our first-round draft pick, because our first-round draft pick right now has more value than an actual prospect would. So, like, the guy that we're going to draft is going to have way less value. But in the later rounds, these guys that I draft are going to have way more trade value than their pick. So you gotta think about that. This Vesalainen guy, he's a two-way forward, medium elite. But he's part of the Anaheim's future, so I don't know if I can just pry him away from them. He looks all right, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and leave it there. See what happens in free agency. And then, because at the draft, it's kind of hard to make trades because nobody is really signed long-term. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and keep it going here. Sim to our pick and see who we can get. All right. Oh, they're offering us our third for a fourth and a fifth. No, thank you. I'm going to decline that trade. A third for a fourth and a fifth from Boston. No, thank you. Third and a fourth and a fifth. There. Yep. Nope. Oh, our first for a second and a third. No, thank you. I mean, I know that would a second and a third next year. No, thank you. No, thank you. I gotta, a second and a third. No, thank you. Jesus. I don't want any of these trades, guys. Stop offering me trades. I just want to make my pick. Oh my God, this is frustrating. I should not have turned on all those trades. I thought they updated our trade block, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna hit decline unless I see something really, really interesting. We're almost halfway through the draft. You guys are getting to see slowly but surely who gets picked where and what their potential is and what their position is. Like that Hodgson guy, he's a low top 4 defenseman. Oh my God, stop it. I just want to make my pick. Ugh. This is, I'm never doing that again. Remind me to never ever just put trading away everything on, like as far as picks. Because all these trades at the draft make it so infuriating to do the draft, and it makes it so much longer for you guys to watch. Oh, Pominville for a fourth? I mean, we could get a fourth for this Pominville guy. I can't look at Pominville, though. You know what? So I have to go in here, and it's matching their block, so let's go ahead and check out who Pominville actually is. I think I remember drafting him last year. Slightly, but I don't necessarily... Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of trade value. He's a low 7th D potential for a 4th-round pick. I mean... That's fine with me. He's 21, defensive defenseman. I'll take this trade so we get another 4th-round pick, and maybe we can hit on somebody who's not a low 7th D potential. Because low is not good. But, oh my God. Keep it going. Our first for a second and a third next year, and we finally get to make our pick. So hopefully we can get somebody worth, with some value here. Let's see here. Oh, we have a top 6 forward here. That's what it's looking like, or a top 4 defenseman. This guy is listed in the 3rd, 4th round, so he'll probably still be there. So you know what? This guy is top 4. I hope he's medium top 4. I'm really, really hoping he's medium top 4. I don't want him to be low top 4. High top 4 I'd be happy with, but come on. Please be a medium top 4 defenseman. Defensive defenseman, I know. Oh, come on. What was he? I got to go find out. Did I do good, or was it... Yes, there we go. A medium top 4 potential defenseman. So we just went ahead and basically replaced Pominville. Oh, I don't want to trade for the pick. We basically replaced Pominville. Exit this trade. I didn't mean to press A. We traded Pominville for a 4th, and then we just went ahead and got a top 4 potential defenseman. Oh my God. Can I? Oh, thank God they're going to stop offering me trades. They're not going to stop offering me trades. This is going to be, I wish, remember when you guys used to be able to hang up the phone back in NHL, the old NHL video games? What were they? Last gen console video games, when you used to be able to hang up the phone and not have to deal with all this. Because now we're going to have to go through 2 rounds of them offering us trades. Come on. Oh, good. There we go. And now they're done. Oh, they're not quite done offering us a trade. Come on. Keep it going. I mean, I guess I could stockpile trades, but there was that one top 9 forward that looked pretty good. I hope he's still there, because I think he might be top 6 potential. Hopefully it's not low top 6, but you saw what Jack Roslovic grew to with the low top 6. He was listed as a 3rd round player, I'm pretty sure. Top 9 forward. Oh yeah, there he is, a top 9, the center, 2-way forward, 3rd, 4th round. How old is he? 19, so he'll probably be in the mid to upper 60s already. Hopefully, if he's going to be as good as I think he is. Come on, be a medium top 6 potential. That's all I want. Low top 6 I know is not the greatest, guys. It's still something though, but be a medium top 6. And he's a low top 6, so dang it. I was hoping he would be a medium top 6, but low top 6 I can't quite complain too much. That's next year's. Oh, I probably should acquire draft picks for next year. If someone, okay, if someone's offering me a trade for next year picks, I should probably look at it. But I was too busy just declining and just talking to you guys to actually think. Oh, here's a sniper who might be a top 9 forward, or we've got a top 6 defenseman and then a top 9 sniper. He's a guaranteed top 9 player. You know what? So we'll go ahead and go with the guarantee sniper. Oh, how old is he? Huberdeau is 18 years old, so he should be pretty low as far as overall. Oh, come on. Well, he's a low top 9 potential, damn it. Oh, but we have a pick right afterwards, so that's awesome. And they found a medium top 6, Jay Morris, right before us, so unfortunately our guy wasn't as good as I thought he was going to be. But we still got another chance here to go ahead and make up for it. So here's a sniper, another one. Maybe he'll be medium top 9 potential. Come on. And it is medium top 9 potential. All right, so we missed on Huberdeau, but we went ahead and got a medium top 9 forward anyway. So I know top 9 forwards aren't good, but I mean, for later in the rounds, oh wow, we have 3 4th round picks. That's awesome. Because this is where you can get some lower guys that you can just kind of throw in trades just to sweeten the deal just a touch. You know what? Let's go ahead and take this. You know what? Do I want to go with Eberle, the sniper from the 5th or 6th round? He actually looks like he's got pretty good. Yeah, you know what? He looks like he's got good puck skills and senses, so he might put up points. Let's go ahead and look at Mendez. And yeah, he looks like he's got decent senses. His puck skills are probably better than it looks, but he's a grinder. You know what? Let's go ahead and go with the American sniper Eberle. And it is a... Oh, God. Come on. I hate how it just jumps. Just show me what I got. And he's a low top 9 forward. Dang it. So, went with the wrong one there because he's low top 9. Hopefully the other guy is also a low top 9 so I don't feel as bad. What was his name? The grinder? Where is he? Did he not go yet? We still have a chance at that grinder. All right, so let's go ahead and take that grinding prospect. Let's see here. Go ahead and over here. Mendez, right? Yeah. Oh, or there's Dahlman. But he doesn't have very much league interest, so his puck skills look good, but let's go ahead and go with Mendez here. What is he going to be? Is he going to be a low top 9 again? Damn it. Oh, well. How many picks do we have left? We have one in the 30th overall in this round, so maybe we'll go ahead and take that other guy. I think it's, what is it, Dahlman? Or I forgot his name, but hopefully he's still on the board, so we can go ahead and take our shot. Yep, there's Dahlman. I'll go ahead and take him because I think he's got the highest potential left on the board. Yep, as far as I can tell, he's got the highest potential left on the board. So let's go ahead. Is he a... Gotta go back to the other round and go all the way back down to the bottom. Is he another low top 9 forward? So we are in the later rounds, so I'm kind of okay with NHL potential, even if it is low. I do think low NHL potential is better than medium like AHL potential as far as trading is concerned. And I think these guys will be worth more than their picks. So that's just kind of why I get a little bit excited when I see the NHL potential. So these guys, he might be a 7th D-man. You know what? This offensive defenseman, we'll just go ahead and give him a shot and see what happens. He's a low top 6. Wow, we got a low top 6 defenseman here in the 6th round. I'm okay with that. I mean, top 6 is not bad. I know it's low, which means he's got a low chance of, wow, they got a medium bottom 6 forward. Okay, interesting. I know it doesn't mean a ton, but let's go ahead here and take, is there anybody with potential that has potential to go up? All right, one of these guys. Let's go ahead and take the center playmaker, Jalmerson. And it's going to be a low bottom 6 forward. So we keep getting all these low potential players, but you're not going to get a medium elite anytime you're winning the Stanley Cup in back-to-back seasons. That's for darn sure. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can have keep going with a successful drafting here. Let's take this grinder. I had my eyes on him. He's probably going to be a low something or other, but, you know, let's see. Round 6, I'll go all the way down here just to check it out. And a low bottom 6 potential. So all we're getting is low potential, except for that medium top 4 defenseman that we got at the beginning of the draft. Overall, I think this draft was a big success. Oh, we still got one more pick. But I think it's a big success just because we're getting guys that I can flip for, with Okposo for better players. An AHL fringe goalie, we can always take a goalie, right? There's no harm in taking a goalie. Why not? Go ahead and pick him with the last pick in the draft. And he's a low backup potential, so interesting. All NHL potential players, and ow, I just ripped the mic away from my face, Jesus. All right, so a lot of late round picks with NHL potential. I know it's low, and I know it's not going to be that great, and it doesn't have that great of trade value, but they do actually help when it comes to trading players. Okay, so Sam Reinhart is becoming. Oh God, we're going to have a lot of. We got player morale. We're gonna have a lot of players to resign. It looks like. Clemmy, I don't even know who you are. Sam. Oh, you didn't like that I traded Sam Pominville away, but yeah, that's whatever. Well, let's go ahead and I'll show you guys who I have to resign, and then I'll cut out that part of the video so you guys don't have to watch me signing everybody. But I think there's actually a decent amount of players we're gonna have to sign, and some actual bigger names. So having 26 million in cap space is, you know, a little bit misleading at this point. So yeah, there we go. Here's all the guys we have to re-sign. I will re-sign them, and then I will be right back. Alrighty, guys. So here you can see just what I did. I'll show you all the guys that I re-signed. I haven't re-signed everybody yet, but I re-signed a lot of the big names. Primarily, I re-signed Tyler Myers because I think he's somebody I could use in a trade. I don't know if I want him around, but he's a good second pairing guy. I mean, he's an 87 overall, listed as a top 4 defenseman, so I didn't spend a lot of money on him, so you guys can just see who I gave offers to. I'll show you their specific offers in just a second. I think they'll no longer be under all expiring contracts. So let me just go ahead and double check that. Yeah, they're no longer here. But let's see. Main roster, let's go ahead and start out. Oh, do we have any goalies to sign? Chad Johnson, you know what? We're going to go ahead and release Chad Johnson. And because Bill Flood, I would hope, would be our backup goaltender by now. You know, I'll go ahead and re-sign Linus Ullmark because he's not going to want anything major. Let's go ahead and just give him $1 million for 2 years. That's fine. But defenseman here. I did re-sign Cal Foote. He wanted a really, really cheap contract, so I just got him on 8 years for $2.3 million. That scares me because usually when they don't want a ton of money over a bunch of years, they don't grow. So, I mean, even an 82 overall, if he grows 2 more points, I'd be happy with him on this contract. Tyler Myers here is under $5 million for us, which is just under Cal Foote's contract now. We have $2.528 million in cap space, but I would most certainly like to trade a guy like Myers, maybe and Okposo, maybe package those 2 guys together to a team that would be willing. I re-signed Cal Foote as well. Brandon Gooley is also signed. Right wingers, we had to re-sign Roslovic and Reinhart. So Reinhart is signed for a while here at just under $7 million, and Jack Roslovic is just above 5.5 for 3 years. Gustav Postler wants a contract, but he's probably going to cap off at an 81. And we've got lots of wingers. Oh, I also signed Nylander for 2 years at just under $5 million. He's going to be an expensive price tag, but again, we got lots of people coming off the books. You can tell by the cap space next year. We're going to have a lot of people coming off the books, so we have to manage it for this year when we have to re-sign a couple of our players. Okposo's $6 million is one that I'd like to get off of our contract list here. Let's just go ahead and go to forwards here. Zemgus Girgensons is a guy that I think we can go ahead and get rid of, because if Ryan O'Reilly might play on that first or second line, Mitch Marner can play on the second or third line, and then we have guys like McNeely here. And we could always put a guy like Foligno here on the... He could always play center is what I'm saying. So McNeely is going to get a shot at as our third-line center. And then we have Marner, O'Reilly, and... Well, Eichel's our first-line center. And then we have Marner and O'Reilly and McNeely. So that could be our center core, or we could just play Marner on the second line and move McNeely up to the third. And then we'll just have to do some line shuffling. So a guy like Zemgus Girgensons, as much as I like him, he's a top 9 forward. He's an 85. He just... I don't really have the cap space to go ahead and sign him right now. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take a look at potential trades that we could go and get. And I will be right back. All right, guys. Well, trust me, I tried finding a trade. This has been taking me forever to go ahead and find a trade. I cut it all out for you guys, so you don't have to watch any of that. But it has been forever, and I haven't found a sniper or a first-line winger that we have the assets to trade for, or without giving up way, way too much. So we are just going to go ahead and stick with what we have. If you guys know of anybody or think I should trade or try and go to a certain team, I mean, one name that did pop in my head was Alex Ovechkin, but he's listed as a second-line forward now, and he's 35, so he's probably going to drop more than Okposo would. I mean, it'd be cool to have a guy like Ovechkin on the second line, but I just don't see a place for him on this team, especially with the contract. Let's go ahead and see. Oh wait, no, yeah. What the hell am I doing? UFAs who have some potential. Let's see. Spears here at 24 has some potential, so maybe we could sign him to a 2-year. Two-way deal, see if he grows at all. Let's see, he's going to want a two-way. Okay, yep, we'll go ahead and offer him a two-way contract worth $9.9 million. That's fine. And then this Chalopic. Oh, God, I just butchered that name. I'm so sorry to anybody that actually knows how to say that name. Actually, this guy has some potential as 20. He's got medium top 9. Let's go ahead and give this guy the contract instead. So we'll give him $9 million. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys something really quickly. As soon as we go ahead and finish giving guys contract offers who are unrestricted free agents, any potential players here as goalies. This guy is potential to be a starter, but he's too old for me. So yeah, no. We're going to go ahead. Any defensemen? Didn't look like it, but we're going to go ahead and check it out really quickly. We have $2.1 million in cap space, which really isn't hindering us, but we're right up against the cap, so this guy's a high... Oh, wait, yeah, this guy is a high top 6 defenseman. I did want to show you guys one thing. Signing players actually did remind me of it. It's actually pretty scary to look at. By scary, I mean, like, it makes me scared to play games against this team. Now, they aren't in our conference, but if they make it, if we ever see them during the regular season, the Edmonton Oilers have Connor McDavid at a 94. They have Nolan Patrick, who's 22 at an 89. TJ Oshie, who is an 88. He's 34, so he might drop a little bit. Puljujarvi, who's an 87. Lucic, who's an 87. They have another medium elite prospect here. He's got 73. He's 73 overall, 18 already. Medium elite. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is up here. Larson, I mean, they still have Eberle for that second line. Defensively, I think they're fine defensively. Let's go ahead and check out overall. This would be their weak spot, and this is what I'm trying to avoid as far as what we are... Actually, wait. Clefbaum is not a 77. I know he's mad, and I know he's not a 77. So could I go ahead and scoop up... Or wait, maybe I want to scoop up somebody else besides Clefbaum, because he's probably not down... he is pissed off, though, so he's listed as a top 6 defenseman as a 77, and then this guy is listed as a top 6 defenseman at a 75. So you know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can acquire Bear here. He's got $1.27 million of cap space. Let's go ahead and give them a draft pick for him. What about this year's third? Would that be okay? Would that go through? Let's go ahead. Oh, no, we're going to definitely need more than that. This year's third and next year's third for this potential defenseman. Let's go ahead. Will it go through? Trade rejected. They're not particularly interested in it, So let's go ahead and throw in a 7th as well, just to sweeten the deal just a touch. Will it go through? Oh, come on, let me go. God, this game is so laggy. Rejected. Fine, whatever. No trades. I can't make any trades because nobody wants anything I have, and I can't get a kind of player that I want. So you know what? We're just going to go ahead and go into next season as would be. And then I'll do the lines at the end of this video, and I'll finally get this godforsaken free agency video over with because it's been pissing me off because I haven't been able to get any trades done. So you know what, guys? I'm just going to cut this part out. I will see you when I show you the lines for next season. All right, guys. Just a quick update. I remember tendering Hudson Fasching, and they actually had a little pop-up and let me know what my plan was with him. So I'm just going to try and flip him for a 4th because I don't see using him, and I don't want to actually have to pay his contract. So we'll flip him for a 4th-round pick. Oh, my God. This is... Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to trade with me. It's been such a painful video, honestly. Let's go ahead and trade accepted. So a 5th-round pick for Hudson Fasching. Next thing you guys are going to see is the lines unless something else pops up. All right, guys. Here are the lines for the start of next season. Nylander made a pretty significant jump in the offseason. Is now up to an 88 overall and listed as a first-line forward. So we're gonna try him out on the first line with Eichel and Reinhart. I know last year he was up here for a little bit and we didn't like it only because he was a second-line forward and his stats weren't quite as good. Still, thing that scares me is defense. I don't know how he's going to play defensively if he's going to be a big minus for this first line. Second line, it could be a lot of teams' first lines. They're all listed besides Okposo as second-line forwards, and Okposo has yet to drop off. So maybe I wait another year because it was almost impossible to find anybody to trade with. Maybe next year is the year I go ahead and dish away Okposo for a bona fide sniper for the first line. But then again, we have to see how this line performs. I could make Jack Eichel a sniper again just to see how he plays. But I think I'm going to leave him as is for now because let's go ahead and check out his full career stats, actually. There was a season I did make him a sniper, and I think I made him a sniper in this year. And you can see his goal totals went up, but that might just be from him playing better as a whole. Versus he had really good numbers here in year number, what was that? Year number 3, 4, 5, yeah. So we're into year number 6 now. We have Mitch Marner down here on the third line as the center, like I said would probably be the case. He is listed as a second line forward, but don't worry, guys, I took care of that elsewhere. Dalcal really hasn't been the kind of trade that I was hoping it would be. So a guy like Evander Kane might have actually helped this team quite a bit if he would have been the same overall. And then Baptiste has moved his way up to the third line from the fourth line. And then on our fourth line, we have Foligno and McNeely down here again. But Victor Olofsson, we might want to find a better fourth line guy. I don't know if I could sign somebody that would be better, but we'll have to see about that. As far as defense is concerned, Rasmus Ristolainen is now up to a 91. He did grow 1 overall points, so that was nice to see. Cam Fowler still at an 87. Tyler Myers is still at an 87. And Bean and Foote are still at an 84 and an 82, respectively. We have Jake McCabe as an 83. Now, interesting thing, guys, is if you go ahead and check out the AHL, go and look at defense, Brendan Gooley is up to an 82 overall. He's got great shooting, so he might be a guy I want to move up. Maybe I go ahead and trade away a guy like Jake McCabe for a potential pick. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think about that. As far as special teams, I have Nylander, Eichel, and Roslovic. Roslovic's up here just because of his shooting category. It's 4.5 stars. He's a good all-around player. And then I put Sam Reinhart at the point just because his shooting category wasn't quite as good. You know what, screw that. I'm going to flip it. So Roslovic's on the point just because he's a better defender. Anyway, on the second power play unit, we have Okposo, O'Reilly, and then Marner to give Marner as much ice time as we can, and then Bean and Cam Fowler. Because Cam Fowler's actually got good passing and offensive awareness, and Bean obviously is got a good shot and is very fast. So we'll go ahead and see how that works out for us. Four-man power play isn't too important. Penalty kill, I have O'Reilly and Roslovic on the first line, and then Marner and Okposo. So Marner has got a pretty good defensive category. His physical could be better, but that's why I'm pairing him with a power forward and Okposo. Three-man penalty kill is not too important. And then goaltending, backup goaltender, we're gonna see how Linus Ullmark goes ahead and plays for us here in the NHL. Not too sure how he's going to perform as an 80, but you never know. Anything can happen. And Matt Murray seems to have locked in an 86, so hopefully he performs well. If not, there might be some trades to be made. But if you guys can think of anything that this team needs, I mean, our first two lines look absolutely ridiculous. Our third line is fantastic, and then our fourth line is really good as well. Defensively, I don't see how much this team needs. I'd love our Bean and Foot to grow. But I think I want to hold on to Okposo for one more year because he did not drop off, so I don't see it coming for until like next year. So I'm going to keep a hold of him. And then defense, maybe flip McCabe for a second or something like that, or a third. And then, or maybe flip McCabe for a backup goaltender, which we might need. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think, but I'm pretty excited about this season. Just a little bit drained because it took me forever to find a trade, and I didn't even find one, so I'm pissed off about that. But it looks like my decision not to trade Okposo or Myers is making this team look really, really good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe so you get updated when I post the next video, and I will see you in the next one.